When deciding when to take Social Security, one of the main factors that most people consider is longevity. When is the payback period of the decision that you made based on when you'll pass away? And that's really important. However, there's additional factors that you want to consider when deciding when to take Social Security. And today we're going to talk about those three of many additional factors that you want to consider before deciding to take your Social Security. These factors can help you potentially increase your lifetime benefit, can help you also maintain the income that you need for your lifestyle, as well as potentially reduce your long-term tax burden. For those that are new to watching the channel, I'm Scott Sierens. I run a retirement planning firm where we help families and individuals, people just like you, minimize taxes, make work optional, and invest, retire, and spend with confidence. So one of the additional factors that you might want to consider is COLA, or the cost of living adjustments. Now, I get it. You don't have control over what that COLA or percentage amount will be. But follow me for a second here on the difference between taking your Social Security early or waiting to take it later. Well, COLA, that cost of living adjustment, is that year-over-year increase that the government's going to provide because of things like inflation. Now, it is a percentage increase applied to your Social Security. Now, usually we hear this and we think about percentage increases, but let's actually look at this from a dollar standpoint and in basically dollar standpoint. So the impact in your pocket of what this COLA means and the difference between taking it early and waiting. Now, I'm just going to provide an example today. And again, these are just numbers, right? They don't represent your Social Security. It's just a hypothetical example to say, okay, hey, if we would have taken early, maybe at full retirement age, or if we would have waited till age 70, and then apply a hypothetical COLA to that as well. So let's just say somebody had taken at full retirement age, and at that point in time, their Social Security would have been $2,500 a month. And let's say the year-over-year COLA, that the increase that the government's going to provide is 5%. Well, that'd be $125 increase, more money in your pocket on your Social Security that you would get because of that COLA. However, if you waited, right, to take your Social Security, you let the Social Security amount go up, well, the COLA is actually based on that increased amount. And so 5% on $3,000 is $150. I would much rather have an increase, right, a percentage increase on a higher dollar amount than a lower dollar amount, 150 versus 125. I know what you might be thinking, that's only $25 a month, but you take it over the year and it's $300 over the year, more money in your pocket just by waiting, because also of the increases, the COLAs that you'll get on a higher number. Not only just that, but I want you to take it one step further here. The government, looks at this, Social Security looks at this each and every year. So while in my example here, the first year COLA might have been 5%, then there's going to be a potential percentage again the next year and the following year and the following year after that. And then guess what? The next year, your COLA is now based on the new number. It's based on So for the person taking it at $2,500 a month, your next COLA is going to be based on $2,625. But remember, that only went up $125, whereas the person who waited, theirs went up $150, and now their new base amount that the next COLA will be based on is the $3,150 a month. And that would be compounding your pay increases throughout retirement. So the pay raises that you'll get through retirement on your Social Security and your ability to keep up with inflation. Hopefully this made you kind of think differently about taking early versus waiting. Those pay increases will be higher the longer that you wait to take your Social Security. The percentages will be the same, but the actual dollar amount that will go on to your benefits will be higher the longer that you wait. So another factor that you want to consider is spousal benefits. So couples, pay attention here. in the event or when one spouse passes, you only keep one of the two Social Securities and you keep the greater of the two. So let me just walk you through a hypothetical example here. Let's just say two spouses, one collecting $2,500 a month, one collecting $3,000 a month. That's $5,500 a month in Social Security benefits. Now, let's say one spouse passes away, and it doesn't matter which of the two passes away. You keep the higher of the two Social Security benefits. So now their $5,500 a month income just became $3,000 a month. I mean, that's almost cutting their Social Security income in half. And then what does that mean? If they want to maintain their lifestyle, now they have to go to their investments and take more out of their investments to maintain their lifestyle, which puts a lot of pressure on those investments and making them last through retirement. And not planning for this is how sometimes people have to then kind of take a lifestyle cut when one spouse passes away. So thinking about this in advance can really help you in your situation. So here's some thoughts. One of my thoughts or recommendations would be then is to delay one of the two Social Securities as long as you possibly can, making it as high as you possibly can. So that way, when one spouse passes away, and let's just be honest, the probability of passing away at different ages is pretty high. And so when one passes away, then I'll say the impacts to the income on that second spouse won't hurt as much because you let one of the two Social Securities grow as long as possible. Now, one of the things when I discuss this then is people think, oh, wait a second, does that mean then I have to work all the way until whatever age then I'm deciding to take Social Security since we're going to delay one of those? And no, that's not the case. You can still retire early. And one of the things that we help clients with is actually what we call bridging the gap, meaning that maybe both spouses retire, one starts collecting early. And then what I mean by bridging that gap until that second spouse starts collecting Social Security means we then have figured it out on how to take more out of their investments to bridge that gap, let that second Social Security grow before starting to take it at a later date. Now, bridging that gap could, again, help reduce the impact when one spouse passes away. Another factor that you want to consider before deciding when to take your Social Security would be taxes. In the description below, we've got a link to our free guide to unlocking hidden tax savings opportunities. Also, you can go to lifemoneyshow.com/taxes to get the guide there as well. So in the description below or lifemoneyshow.com/taxes. What it is it's a free guide to help you understand how to potentially save in your overall taxes. It provides actionable advice and a checklist to utilize. But most importantly, what it means is it can help you understand how to reduce the amount that you pay to the IRS and keep more of your hard-earned income, more of your hard-earned Social Security, more of your hard-earned retirement savings in your pocket versus giving it to the IRS in taxes. So that's lifemoneyshow.com/taxes, or just go to the description below. There's a link there as well. So why do I bring up taxes as a factor to consider? Well, maybe you're considering Roth conversions. Now, again, when it comes to Roth conversions, please note, talk to your financial professional, talk to your tax preparer before deciding to do Roth conversions. But if Roth conversions is part of your overall tax plan to help reduce your long-term tax burden, one of the things you may want to consider doing is delaying taking your Social Security. Why is that? Well, Roth conversions are considered taxable income in the year that you do them. So that would be taxable income on your taxes. Well, Social Security can also become taxable based on your taxable income. Up to 50% or up to 85% of your Social Security can be taxable. And if you're doing the Roth conversions, depending on how much you do, now next thing you know, your Social Security is also getting taxed or adding into your taxable income. So one of the things you might want to do is delay your Social Security, keeping your income as low as possible, and therefore being able to convert from your IRA over to your Roth IRA at a low effective rate low tax bracket rate when it comes to making that conversion. However, if you're taking your taxes, now it starts to add into taxable income, meaning you may only be able to convert less over to your Roth. So really think about taxes, think about your tax plan, your tax projections, long-term tax projections when considering when you're going to start your Social Security. It can really help you by delaying it, it can help you keep your income low, convert more money from your IRA to your Roth IRA at a lower rate. I really hope that you found this video to be of value and benefit. And if so, and you'd like to see additional videos about Social Security, about how to help minimize your taxes, about how to help retire with confidence, well, then subscribe to our YouTube channel as we're continuing to come out with new videos to help you build wealth, retire with confidence, and minimize your overall tax burden. Thanks for joining us. I look forward to our next conversation to helping you enjoy life today, but also be financially confident about your tomorrow.